Okay, we're gonna make tom yum. It's a Vietnamese dish. You're gonna make sure you cut up all your ingredients. You want about 10 of the mini peppers. You're gonna slice them up in rings. You're gonna cut up some leeks, about half of a sweet onion, chop up some ginger, make sure it's really fine chopped, and some garlic. You're going to make sure your pan has a little bit of coconut oil, which I sent to you. Probably good 2 tablespoons of it. Heat it up. Make sure your pan is seasoned. Then you're going to put it in your pan and you're going to start sauteing it. Now once you start sauteing it, don't forget to use a wooden spoon. You just want to get the onions to go clear, and you'll see it once you know that they're cooked up. It'll become like all the peppers will become a little softer, and the onions will become clear as it sautés. Anyway, you'll start smelling it. Now, once I've got this good and sautéed, I go ahead and I put 2 cans of my coconut water. Now this is plain coconut water, no sugar, okay? We're making a soup base. We don't want it to be sweet. So you want to put 2 of those cans in. That is when you're going to have a start of a soup base. I gave you the seasoning for soup base. Which, if you remember correctly, is this. Now, if you look in there, they have a lot of little red hot chili peppers. I sent you a cheesecloth. You're going to put that in the cheesecloth, right? Tie it off. When you get that soup base going, you're going to stick that in there. I took out a bunch of the peppers, so I don't have it too hot for myself. But that's what the coconut milk and the limes are for. If it does get a little on the spicy side, you use those to help offset it. Now you can use any kind of seafood you want in here. I normally use shrimp because shrimp stays together nicely. And I am using some mangrove snapper, which I am currently filleting. See, I'm currently filleting some mangrove snapper. Now you put those things on way last, but it's going to take you a few minutes to actually saute your vegetables. Okay. Now remember, don't get chintzy, but you also have to remember how much can fit in the pan. Not a lot will be able to fit into the pan when you're done with this. It's going to be full. You're not going to be able to really stir it or anything because it's going to be full. So, while the vegetables are sauteing, I am cleaning my shrimp and I'm cleaning my fish. Okay, so we'll take a pause and I'll send you another part. Okay. So you should see the vegetables start looking like this when they are almost ready to go. Now you don't want to turn them into mush. So once this has gotten to this state, which again you can see they're softer, the onions are pretty see-through. What you want to go ahead and do is get your water going. And go ahead and pour it in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second one. If I don't rip my nails off first. Okay. You can see 2 cans make a pretty good sized pot. If it's not enough for you and it gets too thick, you can add another can of water if you have it. Always have extras. So again, once I start this soup base here, remember, if there's not enough, when you put your noodles in, it'll dry right up. So it's not a bad idea to have at least 3 cans if you can. Again, you can put any seafood you want in it, but always make sure you put it in last. Now I gave you your package of, again, seasoning, and this is a soup base. If I were you, make sure you put it in that cheesecloth I gave you. I do not have the cheesecloth. I'm just going to actually put it in. Fresh lemongrass is probably the best thing to have. I wish I could get it here, but I can't. I'm going to probably grow some this year, but I'm going to go ahead and stick it in this soup base, and I can already tell you I'm going to need another can. So you can see, put that in there, and this is just the start of it, so I can see I'm going to need another can of soup. So we're going to get another can of coconut water, if I've got it. Ah, yes, I do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stick one more in there. Now remember also that tom yum soup paste that I sent you guys. It literally, it's condensed. I mean, it's strong. So you're only going to put a little spoonful in at a time. It's going to turn red, and you're going to taste as you go. This is where you can add as much as you want in, but it is still a spicy and it is a sour kind of flavor. So I went ahead and it looks good. I mean, it's almost full, which is perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going. Let that cook up some. Gonna get my everything softened up. You're going to get your tom yum paste. When you guys open this up, it should be a bag in there that's inside this. Okay, I didn't take it out. You don't need to. So what I do is I just kind of keep it in there and I squeeze off a little at a time. Again, don't get this in your eye. It's spicy and it will hurt you. So I'm just going to squeeze out a little at a time. Put 3 little tiny dollops in there, which is about, I'm going to say it's about 2 tablespoons. Extra in here. Refrigerate it after you're done. Do not keep this out sitting on the shelf. It needs to be refrigerated. Put it back. Okay. Make sure you have a towel to wipe your hands down, because again, if you get that stuff in your eyes, you're going to hate your life. If you can recycle, recycle. If you can't, throw them in the garbage. Alright, so this is cooking down. This is what it looks like. I put the paste in there and I start stirring it around. Remember, you can add as much as you want. Just do it to taste, because again, it will get spicy. I'm going to let that cook up some.